Hello everybody at Enchanted Emerald. This is Melissa bringing you another reading here for this Monday, September 20th, 2021. This is the full moon in Pisces reading that we have here for this evening. If anybody has caught sight of the moon, I did catch it last night. It was beautiful. I caught it, of course, from my couch after my workday because I was super exhausted, but I hope everybody enjoys catching a glimpse of the moon, getting their crystals out, charging their crystals, doing some manifestation writing, doing some journaling if you have some things that you need to release, all the good stuff. Okay, so as we step into the energy here this full moon, we have out of the traditional Rider-Waite deck the Eight of Swords, and I'm very called to mention that at the bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles, so really calling attention to our feelings of security throughout this full moon. Now, what I feel with this is that this is definitely a point in which we are going to be letting go, okay? This is like a letting go of something really big. I feel that this is a letting go of something that has been lingering, that you've been holding on to, maybe clinging to for your safety, your life net, right? And now it is time for it to be released. And so with this, I do feel that this is a letting go maybe of judgment, right? Because of the swords, we have ourselves getting caught up in our own thoughts, our own emotions sometimes, and that's very much the energy with that Eight of Swords, right? Feeling trapped, feeling stuck, feeling caught in that. And what you can see here is that this person can easily walk away from these swords, these emotions, right? And so, I feel with this that, I was shown the spirit animal of the pelican. And so that is very much the energy of letting go and bringing in beautiful things for ourselves. With this, I feel that this judgment, it's one that we battle within ourselves, right? I hear like disparaging remarks, maybe belittling ourselves, right? Like these judgments are our own mind, our own stories that we're telling ourselves, our own created stories of like, I can't do this, it isn't going to work, right? All of these things are coming to us and plaguing our mind. And that's one of the reasons that's maybe kind of kept you clinging to that life net. Like, I can't let go of this because right? And so now you're realizing that that's not necessarily true, that isn't really true at all, and that it isn't going to dictate your life anymore. And so with this full moon in Pisces, this is very, very much an exit point, right? It is time to let go, especially with this equinox coming. So here are the lyrics to a song, The Final Countdown. It's an old school song, right? Like, it's the final countdown. So if you haven't already let go of something, you're thinking about letting go of something, maybe you're being forced to let go of something, because that happens when we cling to something for too long. The universe says, okay, if you're not going to let go, I'm going to cut that life net from you and you're going to flow out to sea, and you're going to have to wing it on your own for a little bit, because you need to let go of that situation in order to grow. And so, I feel that that's exactly what's happening here. You have got to the point where it's time to truly let go. So it's the final countdown now. Things are starting to happen around you, and you know this, and you expect it. And so maybe you've started to try to make plans for, what's going to be coming next for yourself, right? I feel as though, you're not holding your breath for someone to kind of come in and rescue you, or to offer you, to put out a hand and help you up onto their life raft. I feel like you understand that this is something that you have to do. You have to be able to save yourself, right? Now, you might feel like this is something that's been building, maybe particularly since March, that full moon in March. And so you've been trying to empower yourself, trying to battle those thoughts that kind of plague you, and challenge those thoughts as they come through. And maybe you're feeling like you are in a place where you feel ready to kind of take this on. Now, it could feel like this is some sort of a disastrous ending, right? The word calamity is coming through. So you might feel like this looks like a disastrous ending, right? You're clinging to your net, is your life net is much as you can. So you're challenging your feelings of your security, right? You're challenging, do I need this to feel secure? Because we can offer that security to ourselves, right? We can feel secure in who we are and what we have around us. And so it's really important that as you see things transpire around you, this truth, as it transpires, you can start to gain more security in that each and every day as you have faith through that. But I do feel like it can bring in some despair for you. And so it's important to understand that you're not sitting in that despair. Yes, grieve the loss, grieve as you let go of some of those things, right? Honor your feelings, allow them to surface and feel them and let them go. But hold on to your vision, hold tight to this vision that you have for yourself. Now, with this dreamy full moon in Pisces, it's really important to, let yourself think about those things. Let yourself be in a space where you are envisioning what you want for your future, especially over the course of the next week as we move into this, new energy here. And so, what is it that you want? What do you want your day to look like? How do you feel each and every day? Pay attention to those things, be mindful, and make sure that you're course correcting as needed. I think that that's very important right now. So allow yourself to sit in that dreamy Pisces. Now, as you move through all of this energy, as you're going to be letting go of some of these things, it will create more space for some magic to happen for you. I do feel that there's a potential here for a lot of opportunities to come in for you. What is going to happen though? These endless possibilities will pour in. I think it's important to be mindful of the words that you speak, how you're trying to manifest what you want, whether you speak it out loud, whether you're writing it, right? And being mindful of the stories that you're telling yourself, of course, in your mind as well, because you want to be talking to yourself in an empowering way and not telling yourself that you can't do something or that you're too tired to do something. Anything that is limiting that really comes up for you should be challenged at this time, because it is a space of possibilities and opportunities. So I do feel like the energy that's coming in is going to be something that is life altering, and I do feel like it's never going to be the same for you again. You're never going to look at things the same way again, okay? I feel like it's going to be bringing in new visions in terms of, not new visions, but, new spaces for you to explore and new opportunities for you to explore. But it will deal particularly in the areas of your ideals and your morals and your values. And I feel like you're really going to be shedding a lot of those old things, like old systems, old views. And I really feel like it's going to look weird, okay? So when I say it's going to look weird, especially say in terms of your security, you might be letting go of, say, a job where you make lots of money, and then moving into a space where you make less money, maybe significantly less money. But you're going to be moving into a job, say, that you feel in terms of your energy output way more aligned to it, or maybe aligns more to your morals and values. And so in that circumstance, you're going to be living more prosperous. And why I say that is, because you can be living a very, I listened to a great, I don't want to say podcast, something like that this morning, and was gently reminded that we could be living a very wealthy life and still be depriving ourselves. So you could be living that way and not really having you could be depriving yourselves of the experience that you need, because abundance is so much more than money, right? And so as you move into this new energy, it doesn't matter what it looks like externally, right? It doesn't matter what society views you as. It doesn't matter what your bank account looks like. It doesn't matter, because in the end, as you align with something that is better for you in terms of your morals, your values, and all of that, and your energy output, it's a beautiful process. It's a beautiful exchange, and the universe comes in to support you. And so you feel more enriched and more nourished with the experiences and the processes that happen. And so you are living a more abundant life, and you'll find that things flow to you, opportunities come to you, right? And maybe someone will give you, free tickets to go see a show with them or something like that. Things will happen, and you are more enriched as a result of that. And it doesn't have to come by way of working hard to get there, okay? There's a much more of an ease and a flow to that. So it's a really beautiful space. I feel like it's coming up, all coming up aces, right? Where like the chips are going to fall where they're going to fall. And it doesn't even matter what it looks like externally. You're going to feel a difference. You're going to notice a difference. You're going to step into this energy. And as you're embracing it more and more every day, you are going to feel so much more rejuvenated and nourished by that. And so it's a beautiful space, okay? So you're definitely going to feel a difference in terms of how much more abundant you're feeling, right? So I feel a lot of like prosperous type energy coming in, maybe even unexpected abundance for some coming in, which is really amazing. I really want you to be open to that. Open to all of the possibilities, right? And not putting those blocks on that. Don't be putting those blocks on that. Like, oh, that would never happen for me, right? Don't do that to yourself, okay? Because I do feel like this energy that comes in with this, it could be a moment where you could be completely swept off of your feet by something really amazing. And so hold that vision, hold that space for yourself and for others, right? So I do feel like right now too would be a very good time to be generous and kind. Of course, you're a very generous and kind person, but being a little extra in that department in terms of random acts of kindness and things like that. I think that would be, a really great way right now to kind of usher in some of these opportunities, right? The universe will always see that you're being grateful and spreading that to others, and it will kind of pave the way for some of these opportunities and things to come in for you. I do feel like spending time with your family right now would be very beneficial as well. I think that there's a balance that's needed right now at this time, and I think that is something that can help to bring you some of that balance, inviting in some of that balance, work-life balance, work-flow balance, whatever that is. It's very much of that balancing type energy. Hi, Cheryl. Thanks for hopping on. So I also was shown a trophy. So making sure that you are acknowledging yourself for just how far you've come and all of the hard work that you've put in to get yourself to this place. Really give yourself props for that. So in terms of how it is you give yourself, a pat on the back, so to speak, whether you reward yourself with going out for a massage, or you reward yourself for going out and having like a sweet frog ice cream, a froyo, or going for ice cream, or whether you reward yourself by buying yourself those pair of jeans that you've been wanting that are super expensive, whatever it is, really just acknowledging that you deserve all of the wonderful things that are coming for you, and acknowledging that you have put in a lot of work to get yourself to this place, because I think that sometimes we can get caught up in the day-to-day of things, and so we're focused very much on our tasks and what we have to do to get us through the day and get us to the next day. And so I think it all blends, and then before you know it, all this time has passed, and you've really put in so much time and effort and energy, and especially this last 6 months, in terms of getting yourself to a space where you feel a little bit more empowered and ready to take on the world. And this is exactly where we need to be, because we have really amazing things coming for us. I'm not saying that we aren't going to have to put up a good fight for it. Sometimes we have to stand our ground, stand in our truth, stand in our authenticity. That's not always easy. And so if you're out there and you are facing some judgment from others, for what you're doing in terms of standing in your truth, I give you props as well. And if you ever need to talk to anybody about anything that's going on, I am here for you, okay? So I do feel like the time is right now to rally for ourselves, to really come around to the fact that we have amazing things coming for us, and we are amazing beings. And so with this full moon in Pisces, I really want you to acknowledge that it's time for our rewards. And so it is, right? And so, allowing yourself to sit in that space with this dreamy Pisces energy, letting go of all of this energy that no longer serves us. It will be in our best interest, particularly this full moon. So that is my full moon in Pisces energy report, so to speak. And so if this resonates for you, I'd love to hear from you. Of course, if it's, even in a private message here on the messenger, if you're catching me on the Facebook, or if you want to email me, you can hit me up at the enchantedemeraldny@gmail.com. Or if you're looking for your own personal reading, I'd love to be able to do that for you. You can hit me up here on the Facebook at the square site that's pinned up at the top. Or if you're catching me on the YouTube, at the square site in the description box below. If you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please don't hesitate to do that, because you'll be in the know if you hit that bell of all of the amazing content as it's released. I'm going to be working all week on some new content. Going to be working on my October monthly readings as well, some more love readings, because everybody deserves amazing love. So I can't wait to get that all out for you guys. So again, I hope you have an amazing evening here on this Monday evening, and I will talk with y'all soon. Thank you so much. Bye.